Hi, this is Mike Regan with Transact's 2-Minute Warning for the week of May 4th. And in this week's 2-Minute Warning, we want to respond to some questions we've gotten about how the COVID-19 crisis is going to impact freight budgets for the remainder of 2020. We also want to share some additional comments about why you really do need to stress test your supply chains. Over the past couple of weeks, I've gotten some calls and emails from folks that have asked if we have some insights about how this COVID-19 crisis is going to impact transportation budgets for the remainder of 2020. Now, that's why we mentioned in last week's 2-Minute Warning the fact that we wrote up a little document that shares our insights about what's happening in the transportation marketplace, because make no mistake about it, these issues are having a direct impact on the rates that the carriers are charging to move freight. And that's why it's going to have an impact on your transportation budget. Now, you can get a copy of this little document if you'll simply send me an email or give us a call. But here's what we're expecting: that the rates that you're going to be paying are dependent on which scenario you use to consider what business is going to look like in the wake of the COVID-19 crisis. And in order to give you a better understanding, we want you to go to transact.com and download a copy of an excellent article written by our friend David Simchi-Levi. He talks about the fact that there are 3 different scenarios. Now, if business comes back in a big way, we expect there to be a capacity crunch, and that's going to result in higher rates. However, if we see more of an elongated U, we expect to see moderate rate increases, 2 to 3%, or even in some instances, rate decreases. And that's why you need to really take a look at the white paper that David Simchi-Levi wrote about the different scenarios coming out of the post-COVID-19 crisis. Now, one of the other things we need to talk about is what we mentioned in last week's 2-Minute Warning, and that is the need to stress test your supply chain. Now, why is this so important? Because when you stress test your supply chains, it'll help you identify in advance the vulnerabilities and weaknesses that you have in your supply chain. And make no mistake about it, if you don't address these weaknesses, you run the risk of potentially exposing your company to the impact of a supply chain disruption. Now, no one wants to do that. Now, we have a wealth of information that we can share with you to help you understand whether or not a stress test should be at the top of your priority list. It's a little supply chain quiz we have, and I encourage you to give me a call or send me an email, and I'll get it right out to you. Now, we make all of this information available to you because with each and every 2-Minute Warning, we're here to remind you we are on your team. We're here to help, and we're passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.